All right, here he is, the man himself.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Alright, what's going on, you guys? Nick here with Nick's on the Power. So this is going to be my Arnold Classic vlog, I guess you could call it. So this is going to be a compilation of all the fans that I met, all the subscribers that I met, all the pros that I met, just all the really cool interactions that I had the opportunity to have over this past weekend. And I wanted to begin this video with thanking you guys, each and every single person that came up to me and took a picture with me, told me how much you enjoyed my videos. You know, this is really the kind of thing that keeps me motivated to continue to make videos, is seeing the feedback from you guys in person. Like I always say, you know, all these numbers look good on paper, you know, 700,000 subscribers, but to see you guys and talk to you guys and meet you guys in person is really a game changer for me. And that's the most motivating part about what I do, is knowing that each one of those numbers behind my channel has a face. And I really do appreciate each and every single person that came up to me and had some kind words for me. There were some pros in particular that had some very kind words for me, and that just, it really meant the world to me. Particularly, you guys saw the video of Jay Cutler. When I met Jay, he had some really nice things to say, and that really made my weekend. I mean, it was really humbling, and it was an honor to hear those things from Jay. So I've had a great Arnold Classic weekend. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog video and this compilation of all the people that I met. You know, it was just a really great time, and I really enjoyed getting to meet each and every single one of you. So without further ado, here is the video.
Wonderful job, man. Hey, all the respect to you, and not for no reason. Quality content. I really appreciate that, man. Thank you.
It's good, man. Yeah, we're good.
Really? You look great.
I feel good.
Way bigger.
Everyone seems sad. Yeah, I could go back to my lunch.
She's in the coach.
He's got a picture. He's got a picture.
It is. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, man.
How you doing?
Very excited. How you doing? You good?
No, that was just
Let's find some
stage.
salt.
Just be the first time commentary. Yeah,
Good luck with that.
How you doing, buddy?
Good, man. How are you?
Good.
Awesome.
Ready to rock and roll?
Yeah, man, I'm excited. It's gonna be fun.
You good, huh?
So this will be home. Little ground zero here.
Round zero.
And I'm not entirely sure how they're gonna be doing all the cutaways, but I'll let all the technical details filter down from the other team here.
Sure.
Area. I'll introduce me over here. Each outlet gets one backstage pass, and they wrangle athletes over to interviews over here primarily.
All right.
Give them a little light and a little backdrop, and they have some fun. So that's part of what that's all about. That's my buddy Marc. He works in the photo pit. There are about 6 people up front, hanging with about 100 photographers and stuff.
Sounds like
so that's going to be pretty cool. Yeah, but you've experienced it all before. We're just never from the back. So let's take you around to the new one.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Arnold Classic. We are back here once again in Columbus, Ohio. A yearly event, an annual event, of course. I'm here with Aaron Singerman. No stranger, of course, to the Arnold Classics and, of course, the Olympias, as it would be. But who's the new guy? Hey, we got Nick Miller here, everybody.
How's it going?
Now, this is your debut, so we're gonna kind of ease you into this whole thing, Nick. And I know you've been seeing this from afar. Of course, you've got a great website that's up on YouTube. Nick's Strength and Power.
You got it right.
I know. See, I almost did the power thing.
He was been practicing. He's like, Nick.
But this is cool because we obviously got the old veteran, and by old I mean I'm old. And then of course Nick. Now Nick, you're a young guy. You're only what, 20-something?
25.
25. I've got Aaron's got shoes older than you.
I'm like the KG veteran compared to Nick anyway, right?
That's right. Wow. Don't let him scare you. I know he's
5, 4, 3. One more.
He's one of the nicest guys. Don't trust him.
Seems like it.
Where are you from?
Ohio. Right in Cincinnati, yeah.
Okay. He's got his own YouTube channel.
Hopefully I might have that picture.
Thousands of followers. And it's
Good, man.
fantastic.
I got to get hooked up with you.
Yeah.
I got to give these .comers, man.
I know. They're all the newest.
They're the future. Did I bring my car with me?
Standing here with Nick Miller, you know him from Nick's Strength and Power, YouTube sensation. Started out with 3 subscribers, now you got 500,000. Yeah. Wait, there's more. The webcast is going to be hosted by Nick and Aaron Singerman.
Hey, what's up, Nick? How you doing? How's it going, man? Let's get a picture. You're in your big helmet here. Aaron Singerman's got you up in that booth there, and you're gonna be able to talk. Like you talk. You're talking more successfully than I am these days, though. Yeah, you too, man. Good job, man. Take care. All right, man.
The celebrity, man. You come the fuck up. Like, I'm like, I knew that guy. Now you got more subscribers than everybody. Like, you're like the news. I watch you all the time because I don't follow bodybuilding anymore. But you clickbait the shit out of me. Like, you clickbait, you got me every time. I'm one of your 800 million views.
That's good, man. Congratulations. What are you doing? Is this video? It's like paparazzi following us around. Yeah, that's cool. No, I'm actually working with Muscle Fitness and Flex now.
Enjoyed last night, man. They worked the crap out of us.
Yeah, they really did. You were out there forever.
You know, and Steve made us hold some poses longer than I've ever. Like, he was testing guys.
You look great though.
Thank you.
No way. How you doing, man? In person, dude. More than just a voice and everything.
What's up?
Yeah, I think you look really good. I thought 10th was kind of an insult.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
Right when I went backstage, they said I was overlooked.
I think so too.
A lot of the photographers who work with these athletes for 10 decades, years, they told me like, I want to shoot with you because you have that classic physique.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm overlooked by the judges.
Right.
So I hear from the crowd that they like what I bring to the table, but from the judges, they have the opposite opinion.
Yeah.
That's the weird thing about it.
Well, what do you think about George beating Steve?
That's an interesting one as well, because George is of course very conditioned, he has a great back, so he's a great bodybuilder overall.
Right.
And at the same time, when I watch the comments, I always read those comments, of course.
Which one is more classic though?
Yeah, George Peterson is not as classic as
I mean, I love George. He's a Redcon guy, but
yeah, of
he
course.
looks more like a 212 guy.
He should be a 212 guy, in my opinion, but they keep letting him win, so why would he change, right?
Yeah.
The judges tell him he's number one.
Yeah.
So he was, of course, the most conditioned guy, the best back on stage, but when you say, okay, what show could I win if I'm the most conditioned with the biggest back? You wouldn't say classic physique. You would say with a small waist, with a vacuum, with classical lines, like Steve Lorz did have.
Yeah,
so
he looked really good,
in
too.
my opinion, they should have him placed higher to show everyone, okay, we are going for the classic look, but they still didn't do that.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure then, like, it's still unclear for me, and I think for a lot of people then, what do they think classic really is?
I still don't think they know that.
I don't either. That's the weird thing. So, but overall, it was a great experience. I was honestly very happy the days before the show and even the show itself, how I looked, how I performed, how I improved myself, and the feedback from everyone on the expo, like the kind comments I've gotten.
Yeah, you look really good,
that
man.
means a lot.
You definitely looked improved.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that.
No problem.
Appreciate that.
It's really good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you
Sorry
too,
about
man.
the placing, though.
Yeah. Next time will be better, but this time I will take a year off, really to focus on whatever weak points I need to work on, so that I can actually make a difference next time.
All right.
So that's what I'm doing.
Well, it's good to see you, man. I appreciate it.
Good to see you
Take
too,
care.
man.
Enjoy
You
the
too.
expo.
Here he is, the man himself, Arnold. Great to be back in Columbus once again. This is my young boy, Nick. He's
nice to meet you.
The next generation coming in here, so this is a great honor. Once again, congratulations on a great weekend. Wow, what a fantastic show, and Brandon Curry, and what a representative of the Arnold Classic winner.
Well, I tell you, I was really impressed this time. You know, we have talked now several times when we did our Q&As at the Arnold Classic, and we have another one tomorrow. But we talked about, you know, the quality of posing and the you know, how long they hold the poses, and they felt like they were not in shape and they couldn't pull in the stomach, and all of the stuff I was complaining about. But all of that is now getting eliminated, you know. So you've seen this time fantastic posing routines, very thoughtful. Everyone had their own kind of interesting music. They kept their waist in. No one stuck the stomach out. So I think it really registered, and I think that the very fact that we're giving money also for best poser and most muscular, so guys are concentrating on those things also. And you know, this is what it's all about, is, you know, to concentrate on being the most muscular, to be the best poser, to have the best body symmetry, and that's how you win the competition. End of story.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So this is the second year at the Arnold Classic that you had the Classic Physique division. I wanted to ask you, if you were still competing today, would you compete in Classic or Men's Open?
I would compete in Men's Open competition, but I mean, I think that we have the Classic competition because today that the bodies look so different, and also what people are taking is so different. So it's like a different kind of almost a different kind of a competition. So the idea of the V-shaped body, the really lean waist, the abdominals, and kind of the wide shoulders, small waist, that kind of a look, and the symmetrical look, and the kind of look that when you walk on the beach, people look at that and say, oh man, I would love to have a body like that. You know, that kind of era is gone, so this is why we didn't want to make it gone. We wanted to bring it back and to have people have a choice. So today we have a double. We have the monsters, we have the really ripped big guys that are very muscular, that weigh 300 pounds, and we also have the symmetrical guy, the classic physique guys. So people really enjoyed it, and as you could see the difference, I mean, the guys yesterday in the classical physique, I mean, they all could hear a major vacuum. I mean, did you see that? The difference because of what they take. So I think it's really great to see this classical physique, and so I think that the people today, the spectators, are enriched to have both.
Arnold, I'm so glad you're still here with us. The whole place got a collective gasp when a 400-pound stone came rolling off the front of the stage right by where you were sitting, and the whole place went, oh my God. How did that look coming at you?
Well, it was wild. You know, we are so worried because we pay so much attention to the safety of the stage. And, you know, we have to recognize that this whole thing where they're lifting is a stage that is built, that is 6 feet tall, and that's vulnerable. And it's, especially to that much weight at one place. So even though we have big platforms there, but then when it starts rolling towards you, and it starts hitting the ground and coming towards you, you know, that's really wild. But that's all part of show business, you know. I think it really created a little bit extra suspense today.
That it did, yeah, absolutely. But that strongman is so impressive. It's literally, I mean, even though I'm from a bodybuilding background, it's one of my favorite parts of the entire weekend. But that wheel of pain was absolutely incredible to watch.
Well, it's really amazing because so many times people, say that, some of those bodybuilding champions are not getting the big applause that in the old days bodybuilders got. But it doesn't mean that the audience is really kind of like lame. Because as you could see, yesterday when Miles was doing the deadlift, the kid with the cerebral palsy, right? So the people were standing on their feet. Sure. And the day again when the guy was doing the record in stone lifting, people were on their feet. I mean, they were like screaming, and it was like unbelievable the kind of energy you saw in the audience. So the audience just loves stuff like that. And this is why we are doing the last discipline of the World's Strongest Man competition on stage in front of the people, because most people don't get to see the whole thing. So thousands of people get to see it, but the people that come here in the evening maybe don't see the whole thing.
Absolutely.
So Brandon Curry, who won tonight, had a really small waist. What do you think, how important is it to still have a small waist today in bodybuilding?
I think it's extremely important because remember, the smaller the waist is, the bigger the chest looks, the bigger the back looks, the bigger the deltoids look. So this is kind of like when you make you take a piece of paper and you make a cross. The middle where it crosses, that is the narrowest, and then it goes out. This is where the deltoids are, and then the bottom is where the calves are. So the calves have to be big, the deltoids have to be big, but the center has to be as skinny as possible and as ripped as possible, because your eye goes to the center. It doesn't go outward, it goes to the center, and this is what you see. So if you want to look good on the beach, the abs are the most important part. When you want to look good on the stage, when you pose, when you want to win, the more your waist is defined, the more you have the intercostals, the abs, the obliques, and the whole thing, and the slimmer you are, the better you're off.
Governor, once again, I appreciate you taking the time out to talk to our worldwide audience viewing on the webcast, and I'll see you tomorrow at the seminar, the hidden jewel of the entire weekend. It's going to be a good one.
Well, thank you. And we have been Snapchatting the whole weekend, and I do my selfies and all this stuff because social media today is very important, and this way so many millions of people can watch it live of what's going on here. And we're very proud that we have this time, for the first time, 22,000 participants here in 80 different sports from 80 different countries. So this has been the biggest Arnold Classic Sports and Fitness Festival ever, and we are growing and growing, not just in Columbus, but in all the other continents.
I assume we'll see you back again next year?
Absolutely. I'll be back. See you, my friend.
Thank you.
Good to see you. See you Sunday. See you Sunday. Okay.
We'll see you in the morning. Thank you, sir.
Sweet, man.
I watch them, I'm subscribed, so it's awesome to meet you, man. So, that's it, man. Take care. You have Palumbo, it's like 150, that's more than that. Especially get that kid. Anyway, man, there we go. That's what, man. Knock it out.
Looking good. Which one's the camera?
Thanks, man. Nice to meet you. Love your content, by the way.
Thank you.
Oh, hey, man. Just wanted to... Mouthful food. I'm sorry, bro. No, I don't want to... Heimlich. I just want to say I love all your videos. Yeah, I was hoping I was going to get a bump into you today. Are you one of the Red Common?
Yeah, tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow. Okay.
Awesome, man.
Thanks so much, man.
My name's Cody.